Hey guys, this is a video response for Lela Landry's 300 subscriber / birthday challenge giveaway. And so I'm just coming on to show the projects that I made. You could either make a card, ATC, or a memory dex card, or all three if you wanted to. And I will link her challenge video in the description box below, so you guys, I'm sure there's still a plethora of time to make something and get it sent in and to show your support. So first, don't mind the mess. I've been painting and stuff. I made this birthday card. It's pretty big. It's a A9 size. I had stamped out this image. I got it off AliExpress, and it was too wide and too tall for like a smaller A4, A6 card. So if I wanted, pattern paper on there, so I just went for an A9 size, which actually, I've never made an A9 size before, but it was kind of cool because the card base used up an entire sheet of 8.5 and 11 cardstock, and the envelope used up an entire 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, so there was virtually no waste. Not that I throw my scraps away, but I didn't have to deal with any trimmings afterwards. I just colored her in with colored pencils, and I put some Mod Podge Dimensional Magic on the bubbles. I don't know what brands of paper this is. This was a 8.5 or an 8x8 sheet of scrapbooking paper I had in my bin. I just cut it to fit, and this is a flower I had made with some die cuts Christine sent me, and this is another die cut Christine sent me, and then these are some AliExpress enamel dots. And the inside, I used the rest of that 8x8 sheet of scrapbook paper and just stuck it on the inside. Cut down some white cardstock a little bit for writing area, and then these three hearts are also die cuts from Christine, and I stamped my name on the back. I found this stamp at a thrift store years ago where I used to live. I just noticed this now, that the brand of stamp says it's name brand. What a great name for a company. Name brand. The envelope does have gum. You can probably see it on it, so that you can it's a lickable envelope. And then I made an ATC. Here it is. This started out, I was going to do Parisian themed because there was a couple different themes you could choose from. It ended up being more so mixed media. I just painted it. I did some stenciling, which you can kind of see through the napkin. And then this was a scrap piece of napkin that I had in my die cut bin. I've got a tiny rainbow, rainbow crystal bling from Gina Marie. And then this was a Alina Cuddle die cut. I got that die as a free gift, and I cut it out of some pie plate. And then the back side, I just painted some white paint on there so that my information was more legible. And I called it Chickadee Love, even though my L looks like a C. It's Chickadee Love. And then I did a memory dex card, but I think this is a Rolodex size. I followed a couple, or I watched a few memory dex videos because I've never made one before. it seemed like it was supposed to be 4x4, but I asked Lela, she said there was no real size requirement, so I didn't bother altering the size of this. I'm pretty sure it's a Rolodex card, so it's like a 3x5 instead of 4x4. This was some paper pizzazz or hot off the press music note paper. It started out trying to be vintage, and it kind of went towards mixed media. I've got some old book paper on there, some washi tape I got from the thrift store. This was a eBay die. And then the stamp, I either got it in a D-stash or it was gifted to me from Lisa. And it says, the greatest journey is the one that brings you home. And this bird was some die cuts that I got from Christine several years ago. I finally used them, and the bird turned out pretty cool. I just painted it a couple different colors, some brown and white, parchment white, and then I went over it with some Viva Inca Gold, couple different colors of that. There's a little Recollections black bling for the eyeball. And then this is some Gina Marie enamel dots, the French Chateau Clear. And then here's the back, some more of the book paper, washi tape. This was a cut apart I had gotten in a D-stash box. And then I used one of the vellum stickers from Doreen Beads. And like I said, I've never made one before. I wasn't sure what you were supposed to write on the back. I just did my same old name, username, email. I put my birthday, favorite color. I didn't know if you were supposed to stick anything else on there. Favorite musical artist would probably be Otis Redding, or favorite animal would probably be rats, bats, or pigs. But I wasn't just sure if I was supposed to write any of that on there. So if there's something else I'm supposed to write on here, let me know and I'll jot it down real quick. So those are my 3 projects. I also did put together, I don't have a whole lot of vintage stuff, but I pulled out some of what I did have. I've got book pages, trims, doilies, old clothespins, a few jewelry pieces, and Lela, you don't show a whole lot of what you make, so I wasn't sure if you just did paper crafts or not, so I tried to kind of stick to things that would work with paper crafts. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Go check out her challenge, show her some support, even if you just leave a comment. I'm sure she would appreciate that, and yeah, thanks for watching.